Hello, Ralph Smith here, CEO of 99 Eats. Today we're here at 71 et Beyond making an Italian classic, Braciole. So, first we're gonna start with the filling, which is sort of like a pesto, all right? So like, if you think about this, it'll be pesto without nuts. That's how I'll describe it, all right? So instead of nuts, we're actually gonna use breadcrumbs, all right? So we got the one cup of panko breadcrumbs, all right? Boom. We got about 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. Shallot. Boom. Next, parsley. Boom. Next, garlic. 3 cloves. All right, so you get us a couple pulses, about 6. That's good. Next, oil. We'll just add this in slowly. Now we add a tablespoon of goat cheese, and we'll pulse that in. All right, boom. Pulse, 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 pulse. Next, a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Cool. And that's it. This is what we're gonna fill our braciole with. We've been simmering this for 3 hours so far. Usually, like if I make this, I'll simmer it all day. So I'll just put it on low. I'll top it for the first hour and a half. And then after an hour and a half, I'll take off the top of it. And what it'll do, it'll go from like this much tomato sauce to this much, but that's what you want because all of the liquid will come out of it and you'll be left with just like this ridiculously good concentrated batch of meatball or tomato sauce. We'll stir this up to make sure it doesn't burn on the bottom. And what you want, literally what I did is these tomatoes, they'll come whole. So it's like a pear shape. It's like looks like a pear pretty much. Pear tomato. Poured it in there and you just leave it alone. Back to our meat. Flank steak. So flank steak is a cheaper slice of meat, but what you want to do is actually pound it out a little more because you want this thing to be super tender. You put it in the sauce, you want it to absorb all of that flavor. So what you want to do is start, hit, and spread. That's how we do it. So you hit it and you spread it out. So we're gonna go here, spread it, just like that. All right, so you see that? It's nice and flat. Now the real fun part. We get to fill this bad boy. My method is I start with the skinny part towards me. We'll take our filling, and all you're gonna do is just spread it. Just like that. All around. Next, prosciutto. What we're gonna do is just layer this all the way across. So we got that. Good. Layer 1, we got the pesto. Layer 2, we got the meat of choice if you want it. Layer 3, the good cheese. And you want to also be liberal with this. So, cracked black pepper. Now we roll. And roll away. Now we get the toothpicks. First toothpick, I'll go this way. So we'll go in, stick it in, and then you come out the other side. All right? So that's our first one. The second one, we're going to go in like that. So then, we already got 3 that have been on the stove. Add a little bit of canola. And now, we're going to put these in our pan. Put that down crease first. Put that in. All right. Boom. All right, so we're going to add our wine. About that much. So we'll cover a quarter of it. All right, so a quarter of the meat. Turn your fire back on. And we want this to start to boil. And so once you start to see it boil, you'll also see it start to turn into like this syrup. All right, and what that's doing is getting rid of all of that alcohol, cooking it all down, and then you'll get just this syrupy mix at the end. All right, so that's still just boiling down. And now, the fun part, ladle your sauce over it, just like that. We're gonna take this, cover it back up a little. We're gonna take this pan, cover that up, And now we just gonna turn this down to low. This is what it looks like when it's all done. Okay? This is our Braciole. Over there being great. That's it. Under this is the Braciole, rather. So, here it is. That's it right there. Boom. And now I'm gonna serve y'all. Yes!